Cancer. Let's see what we got going on for y'all today. Okay, there's some type of uncertainty. You could be holding on to something that you should be letting go on. You're stalling. This could be related to a job you're procrastinating on. Maybe you have a lack of focus at work, and or you're delaying something. But if you pay attention to it, you can get something that you want. There also could be somebody of your past that's around you that's slowing you down. Let's see who this is. This could definitely be an air sign. Who's slowing you down? Cancer, it could be another Cancer, or Cancer, you could be the person that's slowing this person down. Alright, the initial X could be important. It could be another Cancer, a Pisces, a Gemini, the initial D, the initial C, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. Be careful around these people. Make sure you're resisting working on this with this person. So if they come back around like, hey, I want to work on this, you need to say no. You need to stand guard. If you're trying to hold on to things at work or some type of energy or collaboration when it comes to someone that you work with or a teammate, I think something's going to be able to stabilize. So make sure you're just self-aware and continue to do what you have to. You honestly may, depending on if you're leaving somebody in a relationship and this is not related to your job, and it's like, okay, well, I'm uncertain if something's going to work, if something's going to ever be established when it comes to something or someone, it will, because you actually may be meeting your match. Especially if this is related to your person that you're like married to. Absolutely. Something's going to work. Maybe you're uncertain if you're going to get married, or, you know, like, okay, well, how do I get this to work, or how do I get something to stabilize? Something's going to go in your favor. You either need some advice or you got some advice and you need to trust it. Who are you dealing with? Who's your partner? I feel like you already know who this person is. Somehow, some way. Maybe you're already married and you're trying to figure out if you're going to stay married. The initial H. This could be a Capricorn. The initial D. The initial M. Heavy on the initial M. A Virgo. The initial N or L. N and or L. Okay. Give it a shot. Alright, when it comes to something that you're working on, especially if you're self-employed and you're trying to master it, continue to give yourself compassion and have the confidence. Alright, something will be influential. You may feel like you lack some type of support right now, but there's going to be someone who's very loving. They're going to come and help you, support you. Yeah, they're going to help you resolve something when it comes to like some type of legal matters or just something that's on your mind. You also may be trying to figure out some type of information, like how to do something about the book. It's like you want to make sure you're emotionally balanced, that you are not lacking some type of direction and or facing some type of obstacle. Maybe there was someone around you who wasn't really taking action and they got caught. And they're remorseful and they feel like somehow their energy or them looking good or whatever the case may be can shake this up. But it's like, no, this is the end. Like, there's nothing that you can say or do to fix this. And so now you're setting out for a new beginning. But at the same time, you're paralyzed by fear. And so you're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back and you're uncertain. Okay, so whatever this is, you do have the ability to move forward. Alright, confirmations. Cancer. You need to keep some type of wins to yourself. You or someone around you could have a jealous parent. Depending on who you are, you could be the jealous parent. All right. How would you feel if something happened to you, or somebody's going to come and present a scenario from you or to you, and kind of just see what you think about it? Somebody could be running from the truth. This could definitely be a jealous parent. They should be overly grateful when it comes to some type of situations, but they're making some type of excuse. All right. Make sure you're not quitting on yourself or whatever it is that you're trying to do, especially if this is a business that you're trying to build. Somebody's wanting you to go through some type of bullshit. This could be a jealous parent. Okay. If you had a question, the time frame is by Scorpio season, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio, and somebody was doing so or doing something because you have a baby, so they thought that made you vulnerable and or weak. But everybody knows that you deserve an apology. The springtime could also be important next spring. Okay. Let them understand that they lost you, but that don't mean you need to go back. Okay, they're still gonna be loud and wrong. It may look good, it may think like, oh, this may be a good look, but it's not. You may have to slow down and take a breather. Okay, but take advantage of some type of opportunity. They went low. Stay still. Your ancestors are already on it, and they will go lower for you. All right, and then when you get your wins, you just keep them to yourself. All right, Leo, let's see what you got going on. You could be getting things done, getting things going. You're feeling very successful right now. You also could be in your head, though. It's like, okay, how can I break something down? How can I be very detailed to get things to work? Behind closed doors, though, you may feel a little abandoned, and or you could be struggling financially. There's some type of like energy, some type of chemistry when it comes to like, okay, I don't know if I want to give passion to this anymore, or I don't know if I want to end this. Whether this is a business, a relationship, it's just something that you're kind of like, yeah, you're kind of like, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think about if this is what I want. You're kind of bored with it. But even though you're lacking focus, there's so many possibilities that this can lead to. You just need to establish a clear plan, establish a vision. Yeah, you could be attached to someone. They have some type of momentum and or a message, and it's causing them to heal and or some type of change. They feel like something is one-sided, a relationship, a conversation, something that's just one-sided, and it made them frozen. It made them kind of just like, you know what, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, I'm just gonna hold off right now. They feel like there's some type of emotional baggage that they need to deal with. But they're disappointed for sure. So if you're like, okay, well, when are they going to reach out? Give them a few days. They honestly may be celebrating something soon. And this is going to help them get some type of balance. Yeah. And then they're going to feel like, okay, well, let me figure out what I want to invest in to tie up loose ends and go from here. What does this have to do with you? Maybe you had some type of idea that something was toxic, and now you're beginning to balance your emotions. It's like when you actually go back and think about it, or when you kind of retreat, you're like, okay, wait, let me just, something does feel unclear, but at the same time, something does line up, something does seem like it would be secure. You could be back and forth. But someone that you're back and forth with, you want to reconcile. Maybe they feel like you dropped the ball, or you're disorganized and they want to move past this. They could be a little quick to the tongue right now, a little sarcastic for sure. But they feel like you need to be your authentic self. There's some type of new emotional cycle that they're waiting to see from you. Okay, so are you gonna release the emotions or no? Or no? You are the one. No. Can you do it, baby? Y'all know what song that is? I think it's called Or Not. I don't know. What's going on for Leo? You can have some type of traditional religion or institution, or just a way of thinking or living. Maybe you feel very opinionated when it comes to some type of message. You're just confused. You're like, how did someone who was in some type of energy, right? So at the point that they were in this temptation, destructive behavior, they were lustful, restrictive, they went through some type of change and have a new beginning. You're questioning somebody else's new beginning and if they're worth it, if they deserve some type of seat that they have. And that's causing some type of challenge for you guys to communicate and or have a feeling, because this person who knows, they feel off balance whenever they're around you, or whenever they feel like they're trying to stabilize. In order to stabilize, they feel like they can't be around you. But at the same time, they want some type of security because they're a single parent or they have a child, and you know they want to present the child with the opportunity to be around something stable or their legacy or whatever the case may be. But they're feeling bored. They're contemplating this relationship and on their next step. This is like somebody or you that feel like you gotta dim your light to be around people that you know and that you used to know, and whatever things that you desire, they don't really understand it. And because they don't understand it, it's like, okay, well, do I retreat from this and or walk away, or do I just let them face their depression and or sadness about this and continue to be practical and just allow things to go in my favor because it's already been, you know, turning the way that I need to, and I have a community and I feel confident about it. But I'm fearing, you know, at the point that I work and make some type of achievement and I progress and have some type of success, that, you know, there's going to be some more deception or bad news from the people that were supposed to be inside of my circle emotionally. Somebody's trying to debate on what to do. You or them. All right, confirmations for Leo. You could be unfriending people for sure, or somebody could be unfriending you. All right, some type of information is going to bring freedom. They do hate that you're so peaceful, or you hate someone else being so peaceful. Somebody could be running into someone in public. Okay, release the need to fix it and just watch it play out. So instead of you like, okay, well, I know that this person feels some type of way about what I'm doing or who I am, let me go try to fix it. No, just let it play out. Okay, somebody went back to their ex. If you wonder like, well, damn, I ain't even heard from this person or whatever, they went back to their ex. You or someone you know could need a pain pill. All right, your intuition is already telling you what they're doing. You can have some type of tension headaches. Make sure you repair things as they break and not before, because overthinking can create issues that are not really there. Something is going slowly for a reason. Okay, stop looking at numbers, stop looking at comments, yours or theirs. It's time to accept accountability and or some type of balance. There may be a Libra around you. Okay, you may get a message from them and they may just come towards you. Somebody's watching you, but they don't like you. That's weird. Well, just let them watch. Some type of major blessing is coming in for Virgo. You can be flirting right now. You have a choice when it's like, okay, well, who do I want to go get some type of energy towards? Who do I want to be charismatic towards? There's some type of good news. You could be dealing with an air sign. Maybe you decided to go silent on this person and or take a break. But be careful, because as you feel stable, as you feel like there's some type of offer or finances that's coming in, there may be something that quickly shakes up with you and or with this person. Okay? So it's like, okay, well, this person decided to be quiet and or just kind of walk away, but I don't know if they really did. So get ready for something. It may take some type of mental strength to get out of it, because someone feels very insecure. They feel like they were negligent. Hopefully nobody's pregnant. If this hasn't happened yet, this could happen within the next month. Something with this air sign. Okay? Let's leave it alone. What else for Virgo? You could be competing for something. It's like you want some type of family. You want some type of tradition. You want to be seen as an option. Maybe you feel like there was a missed opportunity. It's like, no, I want my family back. Or no, I want to be able to buy a house. Or I want to be able to secure something. Maybe you're competing for a job. You're competing for something that's like worth the value. Yeah, maybe you feel like at one point you missed the opportunity. It's also kind of like, okay, well, I want to go to be in school so that way I can compete, you know, be more competitive when it comes to a job or industry or something like that. You're definitely looking to rebuild. If you're applying for something, you may actually get accepted. Congratulations. Especially if you're in your head about it. Now, if this is a person that you feel like they walked away because they feel like you didn't get what they deserved, the answer's still going to be no, and they may put you in your head. But you may get, you know, if you're trying to buy a house or get an apartment or something like that, they may help you move and restore yourself. Okay? You could be moving soon. You also could be healing some type of friendship. It's like you're letting go of some type of resentment or things that's happened in the past. It's like, okay, well, I want to follow my heart and be tactical. Oh, okay, so it may not all be authentic. I was going to say tactful, but okay, give yourself some more time. You're still working on it. There may be something, there may be a reason why you're indulging in this. Yeah, you may be holding something back. There's some type of secret or some type of missing information that you're not expressing. Okay. There could also be a new romance out here. But be careful. Make sure you're not overindulging and jumping from one relationship to another. Okay? Because somebody that you feel like, oh, well, this person may be working on themselves. They're overindulging at the moment. They could be a part of some type of third party. All right? It's going to feel out of control if you get too in the mix with this. Who is this for Virgo? if you're part of the third party, you're going towards someone else. They're going to be able to tell. Who's this new person? This could be a Pisces, a Cancer, a Capricorn, someone with the initial F, and then Frank, a Taurus, the initial P, or an Aries. Maybe even Aquarius. Somebody's still part of a third party. And they may come in like, oh yeah, well I got some money, or I got something I can overindulge or whatever. And then the moment that something happens, they're going to retreat. So no. They're under someone else's influence. They may even be trying to do this to make someone else jealous. They're trying to put you, they're trying to put you in the middle of the game. So don't even play this game with nobody. Okay. You also could have some type of celebration, some type of milestone when it comes to your home, your business, your marriage, just something that's making you really happy. You're able to avoid some type of conflict and or just you know, live to fight another day, and making you super excited. So congratulations. This could definitely be dealing with your business, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Something could be going on with the father figure around you, a baby's father, your father, a business owner, someone who's a fire sign. So maybe they don't see you as much as for what you're worth, or maybe you don't feel like they value you as much as they should. Something is unclear when it comes to their feelings and or how you guys interact emotionally. So somebody it could be a quick fuse, like very quickly. Okay, so just be resourceful when it comes to how you guys manage between each other. You don't need no more hostility. You don't need any type of conflict, because it's just going to create a burden. All right, so you may be walking on eggshells around someone soon. Who is this for, Virgo? This could, I told you, this could definitely be an Aries. Anybody else for Virgo? This could also be a Taurus. The color purple could be important. The movie or the actual color. Q, heavy on the Aries. Okay, the initial Q, the Aries or Leo. Maybe even initial I, Scorpio, or initial K. Okay. Somebody could have a toothache or a tooth infection, you or somebody else. Alright, confirmations. Maybe you were somebody that used to date around and you're starting to realize that you can't save a lot of women, or you can't save a lot of men. It's like, you know, before I would come in and like pay for their stuff or do stuff for them, or I would come in and clean up or do, you know, help them clean up their lives. It's like, I'm not going to save you. It's like, you probably got a whole lot of other people on your roster that can do that. It's like, I'm not doing that. So you're starting to create some type of boundaries. Alright, what's going on for Virgo? So either you have a wife or you want a wife. If you have a wife, it seems like things feel successful. If you want a wife, it seems like you're watching someone, you feel like they have some type of value. This could be someone that you already have an emotional bond to. Somebody that you feel like is very practical. Okay? Somebody could be discussing you. You need to express your feelings, or they're going to express their feelings to you. They honestly may be ready to beg you. Okay? But be careful, because somebody may have some type of hurt feelings, and at the point that you say no, it may hurt their feelings, and then they're going to want some type of smoke. It's like, oh, you're going to say no? Okay, boom, I'm going to go do this instead. So be careful. You may be trying to set or start some type of family traditions. Something may feel tough, but hang tight. Something's going to be fixed behind the scenes, even if it hasn't happened yet. It won't be as bad as you're thinking. Okay? They could be talking about you. Whatever this is not your problem. Okay? This may happen in public. Somebody, again, may have a short temper, or you're dealing with someone around you who has a short temper. You may feel all alone at night, and or just in your own home. Something's already here. Somebody's going to be the second baby mom, baby dad, or this is the one that's causing all the issues. Okay? Somebody never expected you to make it. Definitely going to. But there may be a minor annoyance or a minor inconvenience that pops up soon. Okay? Alright, Libra, you could be wanting to express something, or you're wanting someone just to go ahead and tell you the truth. Because I'm hearing that the song, say what you want to say, just let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. So either you want to talk about something, you just need to say it, or you're waiting on someone else to like say it with your chest. What's going on with Libra? You could be hurting yourself. Like, I don't know if you're like jamming your foot. You're doing something, you're carrying a lot of stuff, and maybe you clumsy, you flip, you fall. Little flip. I don't know what's with the songs. What's going on for Libra? Alright, what's going on? You're getting out of your head. Good job. There's still some type of intense feelings. There's still some type of gaps and or guilt. Yes, but it seems like you're starting to comfort yourself. You're starting to give yourself some type of love. There also could be some type of intense feeling against a water sign. Maybe you're getting ready for something that's unclear, something that could be toxic. Maybe you're planning for something. Oh goodness, what's going on here? There's a lot of sadness to whatever's coming. This water sign, this person is somebody that you compete with, or somebody, this could be a co-worker, this could be like the other woman, this could be just somebody that's somehow in your course, in your plans, and it's making you sad. Maybe they have a temper. You're competing over an earth sign, but you're an air sign. You don't want to talk to somebody. You feel like somebody has some type of unresolved issues, and it's like, you know what? If you want to go fight for that, you need to go see if it's practical or not. You feel like somebody is shallow, and they're possessive. You was reluctant to do something with this person, or maybe you're just dissatisfied because you feel like this person is not learning from their past mistakes. They still don't follow through when it comes to something. And that's why you feel like there's some type of intense feeling of guilt. This emotional family, or whatever this is, and maybe I created a child, y'all have a family. Something's broken, something feels imbalanced. Somebody definitely could be pregnant. And maybe that's what this is. Libra, you could have tried to, if you're a masculine, you could have tried to walk away from someone. You regret being with the water sign. Maybe you feel like this person put you in some type of competition or argument or misunderstanding when it comes to an earth sign. And now you're bored and you're like, you feel like they're reluctant to hear you out and like plan to move forward. And then maybe you feel like there's some type of guilt because you got them attached to something that was broken, or some type of false insecurity. What's going on? Is somebody pregnant currently? Yeah, somebody is pregnant. If you're dealing with an earth sign or a fire sign, and this is somebody that travels for maybe even for work, if they have some type of like business for themselves, they work for themselves, they have some type of like title to their name at their job. I mean, everybody has a title, but like a supervisory title, some type of security title, like some type of like, oh, this is what I do. I know what I should take. People come to me for whatever reason. They could work on the road. They could be a CDL driver or something like that. Then yes. A Cancer, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, or an Earth sign. They may have someone pregnant right now. Okay, let's do everybody else's story. What else is going on for Libra? You may have some type of opportunity coming towards you. You may decide, oh, I want to go buy a new car, or I want a new job, or there may be something that you can do. What's going on for Libra? Don't quit your job before you have a new one if you can help it. You may be trying to take action to defend yourself. Something may be annoying. Also, you may realize it's a challenge to find some type of new beginning. So things may just be forcing you in a direction that you don't really want to go. So it's like, damn, I didn't really, I'm okay a little bit, but I didn't really think I had to. But the things just, all these things just starting to happen. And whatever you felt like you had as a safety net is falling apart. So now you feel like you have to. But this new beginning that you're walking towards is going to bring some type of stability towards you. It is. You're going to have some type of clarity on what you can save and what you can control. You don't need to fight this change. But maybe you're still trying to defend a relationship, a partnership, or just something that you've been doing for a while that you feel like, oh, well, no, I'm comfortable here. It's a safety net. You still feel like something could be a resource for you. Not knowing that you have everything that you need at the point that you feel like something is failing or something is going to go wrong. You do have everything that you need and things will kind of go in your favor. But I feel like this is a relationship or a commitment or just somebody that you're trying to hold on to. At some point, you're going to have to release this and accept it. Okay? And the moment that you feel like, okay, well, this is not so bad. Thank God I found a good and goodbye in this old house, event, person, job, whatever the case may be. Then you get some type of momentum. You still may be sad, but you start to see the glasses half full versus empty. Maybe there's some type of creative opportunity that you want to try to see if you can maintain or do. It's like, okay, well, yeah, I'm always in the gym. Let me see if I can start becoming a trainer. Let me see if I can start doing something else in which you can be recognized as successful in something that you already do, but it won't take as much energy. If you have a child now, and maybe that's why you're trying to stay in a relationship, you may feel the need to guard your child. It's like, yeah, I don't want my child to be around no kind of foolishness and or bullshit when it comes to other people. But just make sure you're not being impulsive with the way that you do it. Let's say it that way. Think about what you're investing in long term and how it's going to affect the child long term, because you don't want them to feel like they were emotionally abandoned. Okay? So make the call. Just do it the right way. Be honest about it. All right, Libra. What we got for Libra? An earth sign is coming. An earth sign is involved. Okay, somebody could definitely have several women around. You may need to meal prep and or you may be starting to watch what you eat. What's with this earth sign that's coming? Is this the same earth sign that you know? Yes, this is someone that you feel like looks very attractive. They have some type of vibrancy to them. Maybe they accepted something about your relationship and they decided to move on. They decided to go towards a new beginning. You want to challenge something when it comes to them. You want to go towards something like, hey, like, I know we're at a truce, or I know we're not talking, but I just want to, you know, bring some type of closure to you. Or I just want to, you know, put this in your ear, whatever the case may be. And you may be confused on like, okay, well, how does this person feel? If this is practical, is this going to be down to earth? Like, are they going to ignore me? There may just be some back and forth when it comes to this earth sign. Be careful. SA is out here. Trigger warning. Who's potentially is going through the situation? This could be a Sagittarius for Libra. This could be a Virgo, a Leo, a Virgo, a Libra, or a Sagittarius. So be careful around who you're around. Make sure you're being sensible and you have some type of purpose, or you're not just on the edge, okay? So I'm not trying to have you paranoid, but at the same time, you need to make sure you're thinking. You could be dealing with someone who seems like they're stable, or whatever the case may be. They want to give you some type of love, and you feel like, okay, yeah, we have a clear plan, and then something shakes up. Somebody could be going through some type of setup or whatever. I don't like it. Okay? This definitely could be somebody that's pocket watching you, and maybe they feel like you got more money than you even got, and they low-key be trying to do something, whatever the case may be. All right? Well, whatever this is, something's going to be traceable. Somebody's lying about their lifestyle. If you don't like it, don't deal with it. Period. Do not call them back. Period. Don't deal with it. Okay. Somebody expected you to call them back and you didn't, because I'm telling you not to now. Something is now moving forward, so good job. It will be guaranteed once it does. You could be hyping a young one, a kiddo, a neighbor, somebody young up, so good job. Something is not fair, but you will be vindicated later on. There's a good talk out here with a friend or just someone around you that has some type of knowledge for sure.